your bees from your favorite supplier, they will load them in the back of your pickup truck, and they will be in little boxes. These boxes will contain 3 pounds of bees, a queen, and a can of syrup. Once you return to your bee yard, all you have to do is remove the strip that is nailed to the top of the boxes that keep them separated. A hive tool makes it easy to remove the strip from the boxes. Just remember, the strip will have nails in it and safety is a concern. Sometimes the strips can be a little stubborn, but the beekeeper is bound and determined to remove the strip from the boxes so he can install the bees. Once the strip has been removed and discarded, it is now time to get your favorite bee buddy that has showed up to help you with your bees to tote the bees over to the boxes where they will be installed. Now that all the boxes have been distributed and sitting on top of the empty boxes, it is now time to get ready to install the packages. The first item of events is to make room to put the bees. We will do this by removing about 3 frames from the colony, placing aside, then we'll remove the cover from the top of the bee box. Don't worry at this time, the bees cannot escape yet. When the cover is removed, it will expose the queen cage, which can be just lifted out. This is a standard 3-hole cage, 2 holes for the bees, 1 hole for the queen candy. This candy acts like a slow release. When the bees consume it, over a period of time, the queen's released. The little metal tab is removed, exposing the queen candy, and then we use it to put it back on the other side so we can hang it between 2 frames. A hammer may work better in this instance, but a good beekeeper always can use his hive tool as a hammer. Now the tab's been replaced on the opposite end from the candy. The queen cage is inserted between 2 frames and the frames are slid back together. The next step is to take your pair of pliers that you have strategically placed in your back pocket, grab the can that contains the syrup and ease it out. Just remember, there's bees on this can. Set your can aside, then tap the bees gently and then shake them into the box. You don't have to worry about removing every bee from the box. All you have to do is set the box in front of the beehive, and over a period of the rest of the day, they will slowly move out and move back into the colony. It's nice to have drawn frames that you can put back into the colony. It helps the queen get started laying faster. But if you don't have drawn frames, you can use new frames and they will draw them out just like any other colony. Then take your can of syrup, use your hive tool to poke a hole in it. If you twist your hive tool, it will make a nice hole in the can so you can remove the syrup and pour that into your feeder jar. Feeder jars are best placed on top of the colony in a hole in the lid. Once the feeder jar is installed, that's pretty much the end of installing the colony. Just remember, check back in about 3 days to make sure the queen has been released from her captivity. Mix up some more syrup and feed them for about a week. At the end of that week, check the colony to see if the queen's laying and everything appears to be okay. Next week, open the colony. The bees should be clustered in the center as shown. Check to see if the queen's been released. Pull out a frame. Check for drawn wax. Check for eggs to see if the queen's laying. You may see the queen on the top bar like we've seen here. We have our queens trained. When we whistle, they come to the top as shown here. Happy beekeeping!